Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. This is Boss Vision, where I share with you all everything you need to know about making candles. In today's video, I'm beyond excited to be sharing another candle business review. Yes guys, so today we'll be reviewing Sensuous Aromas fragrances. Yes. First impression is that you got these boxes from Walmart. Who knew Walmart had 4x4x4s? I love that. I would say look at Uline. Walmart does have great prices, but in terms of wholesale, sometimes those prices can be inflated. So I'd say check out Uline. It's free delivery. They let you invoice it, and it's definitely a better rate. Speaking of, I need to pay one of my invoices for Uline, but I would highly suggest that you check them out. They have really great comparable pricing for you, and shipping is like overnight, y'all. It's crazy. Like, you'll literally place an order on Wednesday, it's there on Thursday. They understand that you need stuff when you need it, and you paying the right price. But yeah, I love this box shape. I think this is perfect for our businesses. I haven't seen your website, so I'm blind on that. It does look like you cut out your stickers. In terms of that, I would say you can get shipping labels from Walmart, which I'll link down below. They're like $3 to $4. They're crazy. It's amazing. And you put them in your large printer if you have a larger printer, which it looks like you do. It looks like you have a large printer, and you printed this on printing paper and then cut it out. You can just get the sticker label paper from Walmart and then you don't have to cut. You just take it off the piece of paper and then it'll just be applied directly to your package. These type of little details definitely make a difference when someone is shopping small, because it can make or break your repeat customer. You know, you want to make sure they come back to you after they've made that commitment. So I highly recommend looking into sticker labels. It's so much more convenient for you anyway. You won't have to cut and apply all this tape. But yeah, let's just open this baby up. Like how you put Sense of Visions. It's only one vision. Sense of Vision. There's one vision. Sense of Vision, Boss Vision. I made these names up during quarantine. Like vision. What can I say about vision, you know? So, because I was like, I had this idea of what I want my life to look like. And then it just stuck. Like Boss Vision. Because I always wanted to be a boss. Who knew it was going to end up being a boss of a candle business, you know? It's just so funny how you set certain intentions into the atmosphere and then it just all kind of falls into place. It's pretty cool. It's like you just claim what you expect of the world and you just let it happen. Just release all the outcome. I don't know, I'm rude. But I can already smell. It smells fruity. Super excited. I haven't opened it yet, y'all. As you can see, I haven't even opened it. It smells fruity. So the first thing you see when you open her package, it's this beautiful label. It says Sensuous. Ooh, Sensuous Aromas, established 2021, and this beautiful flame. I love that. I think that's really nice. I think that's really nice just in terms of your business. I could tell you did this on cardstock and then you bought the paper that you pull out. I like that idea as you're getting started. But I would say in terms of your brand, if it's going to be gold, you probably should consider getting more of a metallic gold, you know, printed on here, or just do a yellow and brown, because it doesn't look as aesthetically pleasing for your customers if they're seeing it as this is supposed to be gold but it's not because it's printed out on inkjet. So just something to think about. And I love how it says thank you for your purchase, and then on the back it gives your customer a backstory. Sensuous Aromas was born in 2020 during a time when the divorce rate spiked to an all-time high. Our mission is to help couples stay connected with romantic bedroom candles that uplift your mood, enhance your ambiance, and take you on a sensual escape. keep the flame burning. I love that for so many reasons. I love that you niche down, you identified a problem that you could solve, and that you focused on bringing value through marriage. That is beautiful. That's super powerful, because your demographic is probably going to be men wanting to buy for their wives, or women wanting to buy to spice up their, bedroom activity. So this is a brilliant idea. Next, it says scan the QR code to connect with us on our social media. Also, we would love to see how our products complement your space. Tag us on Instagram or post on our Facebook feed, and we will email you a promo code to use in your next purchase. I love that, but I would include the amount in the promo code to incentivize that photo. So you could say something like, however much the code is, I would say make it good, but include that so that people are, more driven to actually include that post on their social media. And in terms of candle care tips, I love how you put in the standard rules regarding best performance, allowing the wax to melt across the entire surface, never burn longer than 4 hours, always trim your wicks, and then never leave your candles burning alone. Store your candle in a cool, dark, and dry place away from direct sunlight. Yes, girl or guy, you made sense there. That's important. I love how you manually wrote all this in, and it's very relevant information. And last, it says reusable vessels. Our glass vessels are meant to be recycled as a decorative storage piece to complement your space. Simply wipe remaining wax and wick, discard in trash, and wash with warm soapy water. And then there's this cool QR code that you're supposed to scan to connect with Sensuous Aromas on their social media, and their website is www.safragrances.com. Love it. It's so smart that you got a .com. A lot of people opt for a cheaper route and get a .org or .co. Just go for .com. It's more searchable, and you're able to rank in Google higher. And just with that, in terms of it being reusable vessels, I'm curious if you have any content on your social media regarding the step-by-step instructions for how people reuse their vessels, because I know for a fact those type of videos go viral. If you are giving someone like a life hack or repurpose this candle hack, it's really, invaluable to your social media presence. So yeah, this is great. We're starting off strong. Next, oh my God, look how beautiful. So it's perfectly packaged with packing peanuts, and there is a ribbon around the candle, and I see 2 little minis. Super cute. So let's just start with the minis. I like these matte black packaging. You guys know I love matte black. Curious what is in here. I wonder if these are samples. Let's just take a look. First thing I see is that you put Midnight Romance. It looks like you wrote that here. It would be really valuable if you can get some stickers to put the font there instead of writing in pen. It kind of takes away from the professional aesthetic if you write it with a ballpoint pen. So I would say maybe look into some stickers, like either clear stickers with black font or some white stickers with black font. It really would make a difference. So this is Midnight Romance. Oh, I think these are wax melts. Oh my God, it smells amazing. So I'm definitely smelling like notes of amber. Amber Noir for sure. I'm not sure. I think that's maybe like a cashmere. Wow, yeah, we'll definitely look into your website and see what the notes are specifically, but it smells like a masculine, amazing scent. So these are in the shape of roses, I believe these are. So these are some rose samples here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Wow, so cute, so cute. So it smells like a really great cologne. So I'm already enjoying these right now. I'm looking forward to seeing how they perform on the melter so we can understand how they work. And then I believe there's another one on the side. So cute. Blackberry. That's just what this one's called, blackberry. I did notice that there's some wax all over the packaging, and I've been there in terms of, you're packing an order, you have some milk. I'd say be mindful of that. You can even get some plastic mini bags, which I'll link down below, from Amazon, and put the melts in there. That way there's no wax on the external packaging because of the aesthetic. You don't want someone to, not me because I'm just reviewing it, but if you had a customer, you wouldn't want them to open the box and see that because it gives a bad impression. Oh my God, it smells so good. It smells like blackberries. It smells like this is what I smelled when I opened the box. Wow, so amazing. So I'm gonna take those out there in the shape of hearts. So cute, the roses and hearts. It looks like this goes along with your theme of this being for marriage. I love this. Yes, these have a great cold throw, so I'm very excited to see what the hot throw will be like. Okay, and last but not least, we have a beautiful candle. As I said before, girl, it looks like your you know what could have happened? These packagings, I think that I guess little specks, little pieces of the melts had fell out of these packaging. So I say it's super important to just keep that sealed and careful because you don't want to run into a scenario where your box has wax all over it because it doesn't really work for your aesthetic. And then you'll see her beautiful label. I can tell that you cut this one and it's taking away from your professional brand. As you guys can see, it's beautiful, right? But it's like so much you could do to make it better. And if you're calling this bougie perfume, you better, you know, make sure people respect you in terms of your packaging. So I would say you can even get these made custom for you at like a FedEx printing. They do that in person if you want something cheaper, or you could do it yourself on canva.com. Comment down below if you've ever used canva.com and what your experience has been like. Or I would highly suggest that you get some high gloss paper, or even since you're doing matte, get some matte paper. Just make sure it's custom for what your intentions are. It looks like you want like a 3x3 or a 4x4, whatever this is. So order that specific dimension. Stay away from cutting, especially if it's all black, because people can see the white on the corner and that's not good for your aesthetic. And you want repeat business, and you don't want no one leaving a review saying I love that candle but the label on the box was looking really, really cheap. We don't want that. You only want 5 out of 5 stars, okay? So I love how it says established in 2021, Sensuous Aromas, Bougie Parfum. I would say look into the spelling of each of those. I know parfum is, you don't need those 2 extra E's. You could just leave it as P-A-R-F-U-M. And then bougie, you should also look into how to spell that. Just decide whether or not if you want to put bougie or if you want to do something like French eau de parfum. Look into that. That looks really, really aesthetically pleasing. I think you would enjoy it. And then you put coconut apricot wax candle. So you accidentally spelled apricot without the T. So I would say just look into that and be mindful of the typos to prevent any miscommunications, having people think that they're getting apricot when they're getting apricot, you know. But yeah, super exciting. I love your idea of the black box with the black ribbon. This is definitely aesthetically pleasing. I saw this idea done by another candle maker. I forgot her name, but she had these big tins from Dream Vessels, and she always put them in black boxes with ribbon. And I think this is such a great aesthetic, especially for the holidays. You want to unwrap something. So lovely. And it's great that you have your business card here. Sensuous Aromas, Stephanie Morris. Hey girl, hey, CEO and founder. A lot of people are calling themselves CEO. Yes girl, you better claim that. Very intentional about what you call yourself. And in terms of that, you said sustainable luxury candles. That is a really great tagline. I would say consider changing the name of sustainable to something more along the lines of clean burning. I think that would really help in terms of your aesthetic, because sustainable is, it's more of like a generic, you know, like something that works really well. And then luxury is kind of contrast, because it's like luxury is not always clean and, you know, good for the environment. It's more of aesthetically pleasing. So I do enjoy your tagline, keep the flame burning. I think that's amazing too. You have the right ideas, and it's great that you did create a PO box, which is super important in terms of your business. You want to focus on having an address that is not your own address for, you know, safety reasons. And I love the email is info@essayfragrances.com. Super important to have a business email as well for any wholesale orders you may get in the future. And then I see your social media. Here it says scan the QR code and it'll go straight to the website. That is an amazing feature to have. So let's just open this box up and see what we got. Super cute. Aesthetic. All right. The first thing that we see, guys. Look at that. Super cute. Oh my gosh. I love that. So the first thing you see is this small wooden wig, and her packaging is wrapped in black tissue paper. So let me pull the candle out. Oh my God. Yes, ma'am. So it's this beautiful gold-plated candle in the scent Perfect Guy, which is a musk amber oud. Coconut apricot wax, she spells it right here. Bougie perfume. We still need to look into the spelling of bougie and perfume. Oh my gosh, this is really nice. So the cold throat is not very strong, but I would attribute that to not having a lid, because often if you don't have a lid on your candle, you're less likely to get that instant amazing cold throat. So like I would consider maybe doing a dust cover over your candles, just so that when they remove the dust cover, they're getting the full body of the scent, because it is faint. We'll just have to investigate, you know, your cold throat. I also see that you're okay, I see also that your label is slightly slanted, and these are just small things that people who are ordering from small businesses will notice, and it will interrupt your, you know, funds. So I'd say be mindful of that and take a step back when you're doing the adding on your stickers, adding on your, or check your spelling. Just be very careful about everything, because these details are actually going to ensure that people buy from you again. So I'm in love with this aesthetic. It's brilliant. It's a perfect size. You could definitely price this cost competitive in the industry. You don't have to go too hard with this because you don't include a lid, so there isn't any extra pricing there. The main concern with regard to your label is that there's no weight information on it. Yes, the warning label has the weight, but I would recommend having the weight on your stickers, because it should be easy to see on your website once people go to your website. I'll definitely take a look at that, because if you don't if you're not really open to changing your labels, I would say incorporate the ounces in the first, you know, in the beginning of your title, because people need to know that early on. That'll prevent any miscommunications in terms of people ordering a candle because they got a good deal. You know how people like to get a good deal. They're like, oh, I wanted the $18 one, and then they get it and they're like, it's smaller than the one I saw on the site. And it's like, because the one you saw on the site was it was like 10 ounces bigger. So just be mindful of the fact you have to over explain everything when you have a business, because nobody really understands everything the same way that you do. They're coming into the situation blind. They have no idea what you're selling. They don't even know if you're credible. So you have to prove that you are. And just with that, I do enjoy the fact that you have the warning label with the location. You're handcrafted in Arkansas. I thought it was Arizona. So Arkansas is AR. So Arizona's AZ. Okay, it's coming together. So 7.5 ounces, 213 grams. That is awesome. Another comment in terms of the customization here, I'd say just get some circular stickers, white stickers. I think it would look more aesthetically pleasing than this square one, because the square one is actually people can tell that you cut it. It's taking away from your commercial value. The main focus here is for us small business owners to do whatever it is that we can do to look more professional. You don't want to be the person just making do or getting by, because all that is operating in fear. It's like you have this fear that you investing more time in this would be a waste. So release the fear, invest in it, or just consider, I'd say invest in it, because it's more of a priority than to just get it out there, because the last thing that you want to do is have it just out there and nobody's buying it because you didn't invest properly. So in terms of starting a business, you have to take that risk early on with regard to making sure you put your best foot forward. Looking at the candle, just think about if you saw this in a store, would you grab it? You know, would you grab this candle if you saw it in the store and something was spelled wrong? Would you grab this candle if you saw it in the store and there was all of this residue and extra stuff on it? You most likely wouldn't, or you would grab it and you go to the desk and be like, because of this font, can I get a discount, you know? Well, that's what I would do, but that's not important. Yeah, another thing I noticed was that there's fingerprints on it, and that could be mine. That could be my fingerprints, but it's like not clean, you know? I could tell that it wasn't wiped off before you shipped it out. It just seems like, I don't know, maybe you were holding the wax melts and then you grab the candle. I could just tell in my mind if that was what I did, that's how this would come out to be. So just be mindful of that and try to keep everything as clean as possible. Making sure it's clean really increases your sales as well. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and put the wax melts on the melter. I definitely want to do the amazing midnight romance, and then we're going to light this perfect guy candle and see how everything's right now in my living room, as you all can see. And I have already plugged in the candle warmer, as you can see here. So now I'm just going to add in the beautiful roses, I believe. See how stuff is falling out of the bag? I would highly recommend getting like some plastic stuff just for the aesthetics. You know, you don't want wax just flying everywhere, because wax can be very messy. I'm gonna put both of these in there. So cute. And yeah, I will check back in with you guys within about 2 hours. Okay guys, so we are in a half bathroom. It is great that you mentioned on your warning label to not put this candle on a non-heat resistant surface, because I was just about to put it on here and I wanted to check, and it's super important to emphasize that. So I would say emphasize that on your social media. We'll get into that later, but I'm about to light this candle up and we'll see how it performs. Just looking at it, it just appears that that wick is very small. So I'm very interested to see how this is going to perform. I'm not getting a cold throw, but I'm hopeful that just as the candle burns within the hour and a half, we do get a hot throw, and I'll definitely update you all on the results. But in the meantime, let's just take a look at your website and social media. So the first thing you're going to see when you go to Sensuous Aromas, or it's actually safragrances.com. which is very nice. The first thing you'll see when you go to safragrances.com is a join our community pop-up that comes up in terms of email and cell phone numbers. So that's a brilliant idea to take advantage of both of those marketing avenues. And then I see that you also incorporated a join the club pop-up. I would say be mindful of the fact that it has the same information as the other one. So just decide whether or not you want to have one pop-up with the phone number or one pop-up with the email. And yeah, just take a look into that and see which one you want to go with. So I'm just going to X out of both of those. And then immediately you see this beautiful logo. I love how you have the loyalty program at the top bar and then the free shipping right below it. I mean, normally this isn't a common thing. It's usually just either or, like the join our program or free shipping, but since you have both, you're taking advantage of both of these aesthetically pleasing and marketable items to make people want to. It's a call to action, and you're doing great at that, having both there. And having it over $69 is really amazing. I'm curious why you chose $69, you know, with these these marriage candles. Not sure what you're going for there, but I love that. It's a really cost-effective item. Typically people go for $100, and for it to be less than $100 and they get free shipping is a great incentive. And that's something you can also market on your social media, such as your Instagram or your TikTok, or even your Facebook, whatever you use to promote your business. I would highly suggest, speaking over a video just regarding how your shipping is free over only $69, because that's very unique in the market. I love your logo. So your logo is very beautiful in terms of the colors. Curious, did you make this yourself? Did you have it made? It's very impressive. I'm just really impressed with that. I think it definitely stands out. If I were to look at this on social media, I'd be like, wow, that's a nice logo. And in terms of your organization, it is great. You have the homepage, your story, shop, entire collection. So here I'm curious why you put entire collection instead of collection. I need to take a look into why you put entire collection here. Definitely curious about that. So it looks like in the entire collection tab, it includes the wax melts as well as the candles. So maybe that's why you did that. In order to make sure that that is communicated properly, just change that name, all products. I think that's something that would be more clickable, because the entire collection is like, what does she mean? I love that you have reviews. Congratulations. That is amazing. It's so smart to incentivize those reviews as you do in your shipments, which is really great, and it has worked in your favor because you do have reviews. Reviews are invaluable. They are so amazing for your business. It's similar to going to a store and you see that there are certain products, but you see one is purchased more often and you're more likely to buy that one. So it's just a great way to show that your products are of value. Highly impressed there. I love your pictures. I think they're really amazing. I think there is a way to brighten them, the backgrounds in Snapseed. I would say click on, I'll put the link here on how to edit product photos. This is where I got the information from. But just lightening that a very little bit would add more of a commercial value. Having that yellow tint does make it more of a handmade aesthetic, which we want to stay away from. Yes, and this picture is a perfect example of how lightening it adds this more professional aesthetic. I am highly impressed with this. So I love that you offer gift cards. That is brilliant. And in terms of this season, it's great that you do have the frosted tree, Christmas tree, and assortment there behind it. I think that's very great for the holidays, even with the Christmas lights. That's brilliant. And I'm so happy for you that you do incorporate these melts. As I said before, I'd recommend, putting them in some cellophane just so they will not make a mess in the box. So far, so great. Your website is set up amazing. Let's check out your story. So I believe this is the same mission that you sent over with your candle care cards. I think this is phenomenal to focus on romantic fragrance candles with the flickering flame of the wooden wick to embrace the ambiance. Very beautiful. And I love that you incorporate your promise. This is amazing. It seems like you do have a strong candle business plan in mind, with a promise to only use ethically sourced natural ingredients free of toxins, and we will only use high quality fragrance oils free of phthalates, sulfates, and parabens. So here there's a typo. I'd say this "and" is never the beginning of a sentence. I would say instead of saying "and," you could put just "we," or you could remove this period and lowercase the a, but that would be a run-on. Yeah, just do "we." I mean, these little details really make a difference in terms of your professional aesthetic for your business. So I just say keep that in mind. And I love that you have your story here. I'd say incorporate a picture of you in there. It wouldn't hurt for your potential customers to see who you are and build some personalization there. It is loading a bit slower, which is understandable if you have these pop-ups with rewards. I'd say just check on your hosting and see what they can do to speed up that, because people have a short attention span and they will click away if it loads too slow. I love this picture, by the way. It's so beautiful. I love these vessels. I think it's a very nice aesthetic with the reflection there. You did a great job there. Limited edition, very nice. So there's a way to actually put that it's limited edition in like a different font with badges if you're using Shopify, which I'll definitely show you. Oh, I think you are using Shopify. They're the ones that do this, so we'll see. But there is a way to put like a badge there, and if you want me to show you that, I can totally show you that. And it looks like you do have your Instagram on your site. That is beautiful. The Instagram carousel is definitely a great way to drive traffic back to your Instagram so we can see what you are doing there. And if you click on her Instagram, so there is a different name for each. So your Instagram is Sensuous Aromas LLC, and then your website is safragrances.com. So we have to streamline that. It can't be two different names. I mean, it's up to you. I guess I don't want to put something in your mind that you think is, something you have to do. But honestly, it's something to keep in mind with regard to your branding. If you are telling people that your company's name is Sensuous Aromas, and then they go and then they try to find your website at sensuousaromas.com and they get nothing, it's really something you need to consider in terms of the name of your Instagram matching the name of your website. It's super important to have that synchronicity because it builds that brand awareness. So just be mindful of that. Like if you wanted to do SA Fragrances here, if it's Sensuous Aromas LLC, I'd say look into getting sensuousaromas.com. Does anyone else have it? Is that why you didn't get it? If not, girl, you need to buy it. Yeah, you need to buy sensuousaromas.com. Zyro, they'll give you one for free, or you can get it from GoDaddy.com. They'll give you one for $1, and they let you use Shopify. Like, we can go get it right now. I'll show you. Because some things people just don't know because, everybody learns things at different times. So let's do this. Sensuous Aromas. This could be the start of something big. Okay, so let's look at that. Your website that you need right now on GoDaddy is 1 cent a year. 1 cent. You're 1 cent away from keeping your brand matching. So I'd say look into that. It wouldn't hurt. You don't have to do this. This is just an option, but girl, it's a great option. And I hope this helps in any way for you. GoDaddy is really a great resource for that. And the best part about that is you can keep all of this, like how it is set up. All you have to do is go into your Shopify and just change the domain. Like you buy the domain here and then just change it here. So that's $0.01 per year. All right, let's move on. I hope you really do that. It's up to you though. All right, so your website, your Instagram. I would highly suggest you change your stories that you save here to more of a branded awareness. I can show you mine. Okay, so what I'm trying to show an example of is this. So having your branded circles, like making sure that they have a cover to them that is aesthetically pleasing, does bring out more of a organized aesthetic for your social media. And the more organized it looks, the more professional and the more likely you're going to get sales from social media. So how beautiful is that? I would say incorporate your black background with that beautiful orange and gold or copper gold coloring for the font, and just put like reviews, crackling, about us. I'd say incorporate candle care, packaging, behind the scenes, and then shipping facts and questions because people will try you. But yeah, just make sure you have that included, and then everything else looks great with regard to your focus here, sustainably luxury fragrances. Essentially, when people click on your Instagram, they want to say like, what is this? Sensuous Aromas. And you put in sustainably luxury fragrances. I love that you kept that generic instead of just saying candles, because you offer wax melts and among other things. So that's really great. and home decor is perfect. Hand-poured candles, eco-friendly, plus coconut apricot wax, plus plant-based oils, cruelty-free, no phthalates, sulfates, or parabens. Love that. safragrances.com. Awesome. So then I love your posts. I love how organized they are in terms of your beautiful candles. I would highly suggest you increase the amount of reels on your website. Someone in the marketing field told me that reels should be your priority for your social media. So just look into only doing reels and see what happens. I think you have a great handle on the concept of reels. As you can see, you got 600 views here, but just imagine, 1,000 views here. I'd say take advantage of our ability to leverage process and show them how you make a candle. Show them your candle studio. Show them how to reuse their candles. Show something in a video form, in a reel with a trending song. People are really like, we're all simple. We just want to see a nice video and we'll like it. And then we might buy the product too, if you like the video enough. So yeah, just keep that in mind. In terms of your brand kit, these are different. Everything's different. I'd say look into a brand kit. This is what I mean by a brand kit. Something for your social media that is in sync. You know what I mean? This one here is on Etsy. It's only $3, but you could probably find some for free. But it's always worth it to invest in your business, as I say. And $3 is a great investment in your business if it comes out to be something that can make or break your sales. $3 for $3,000. You know what I mean? In sales. So I love this one. Rose gold. Super nice. Etsy has some really great options. I was going to say Canva's brand kits, but they're completely free. We could take a look at those too. These are completely free, and it really just comes with colors and their templates. Yeah, if you wanted to be more cost effective, just go with the free Canva ones. But if you wanted to just have these take a little more work on your end. But if you wanted to do less work, you could just buy one from Etsy. Completely up to you. All right, and back to your beautiful aesthetic. I love it. I think you're on the right track in terms of your tags. I'm pretty sure, yeah. So I'd say be mindful of the fact that with reels, you should only do like 3 to 5 tags. And have your tags include things that people type in. And I'd love to help you with this in terms of Sensuous candles. I would say, and instead of all of those, I would say incorporate something like date night candle or movie night candle, or how to just envision what a married woman would type in on Instagram. Envision what a married man would type in on Instagram and put that type of information. Don't put facts about it. I've done this. I've fallen into this as well, girl. Don't put facts. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. All they care about is what they like to type in on Google or on Instagram, and what they type in is where you'll come up at. Nobody's typing in coconut apricot candle, so you're not going to come up for your people. You know who's typing that in? Us. And we're not buying from each other. We want the people who are purchasing, we want consumers to see our marketing. We don't want, other business owners to see our marketing, because we're all doing the same thing. Save the planet. Not really going to get you sales. It's very, very good note, but it's not going to get you a lot of sales. Pound, I'm busy. I like that. You could put something like, include vibes, like night in vibes, or cozy night vibes, lady vibes, or perfect guy. Yeah, put the names of your candles as like the pound. Perfect guy. Yeah, everybody's searching perfect guy. That's definitely great for that. But yeah, just keep that in mind. Never incorporate like small business, entrepreneurs, anything like that, because what you'll get is people saying DM me, promo, like these people promo it on here, send me a pic. These are spammers, and it's probably because you put in something like regarding a generic thing. You're doing great with not putting in candle business, but I'd say what caused those promo people is African violets of Instagram. of Instagram will incorporate the promo people. They're looking for us. They're coming for us small business owners, trying to get some money from small business owners, savages. So yeah, just keep that in mind. You know, my final thoughts would be just to take all of your marketing to the next level is just to only post reels. I'm doing that now too, and it has been really profitable. And just only post videos of value. Like, keep working on making your videos of quality, and then your candles will just sell themselves. But yeah, those are all my tips for your amazing Sensuous Aromas Instagram. And let's just see how. Guys, so it has been about an hour. It's been about 2 hours actually, and yeah, I smell this one. I can smell this one in my living room. Here is the amazing wax melt here. Oh my gosh, it's very strong. Wow, it smells amazing. This is Midnight Romance and Coconut Apricot Cream Wax. I love this, and I think you may be using a tart wax. Comment down below if you are. Sorry, I just ran upstairs. I can smell it downstairs. I'm up here, and I was like, I smelled some kind of like fragrant cologne. So it was that. So yeah, your wax melts are definitely a 10 out of 10. That is amazing. Okay, 9 out of 10 for packaging. You really need to up your packaging game, because you have something amazing, and you'd hate to ruin that with poor presentation. So let's just check on the candle. Okay guys, so as you can see, it has been about an hour and it hasn't really reached a full melt pool, and I'm not getting a scent throw in here, a small room here, just to be transparent. I'm not getting a throw. It's not smelling like anything. And then when I go close to it, I just smell like fire. So what that tells me is that you do need to go back to the drawing board in terms of your percentage with the fragrance oil to candle wax. That's the #1 priority to take a look at. I'd say start with 10%. Don't try to go any higher than 10%. You don't need more fragrance oil to get a stronger throw. Less is actually more in terms of that quality piece there. So I'd say start with 10%, and then with regard to your wick, you obviously need a wick that's a little bit larger, or even 2 wicks in there, because it's been an hour and it's still not a full even melt pool. And I wasn't getting a cold throw, which tells me that it could be the temperature that you're pouring as well. So I'd highly say be mindful of the fact that coconut apricot cream wax needs to be poured hot, very hot. So heat it up to 200 degrees, throw in the fragrance oil immediately, mix it for 2 minutes, and then pour straight. No, don't wait to get lower, just pour it. And then wait for 2 weeks for it to cure. I'd highly suggest looking into lids or dust covers. Things of that nature can really play a role, as well as your packaging, that definitely can be improved, and the presentation with regard to all the wax that's falling out everywhere. I think you could really benefit from getting some plastic bags from Amazon, and you can even just take a flat iron and just close it, and then it'll just like seal it in and just looks so much more aesthetically pleasing, so professional for you. I would also recommend just looking into more professional branding. Invest in your business. It's frustrating. It's like, I only have this amount of money, but I want to make this amount of money. And the only way you can make this amount of money is if you give more than you're, comfortable with. I have to be honest with you. I'm not going to tell you like you could start a business for like $300. It takes way more than that, and it takes research on aesthetics, because if you're selling a product to people that they're going to take and put in their home and spend their money on in terms of shipping and products, they want something that is actually worth it. And the only way we can make sure it's worth it is to make it look commercial. And I'd say just invest some time in researching how you can be commercial value, because your vessels are already amazing. Your wax melts are amazing, amazing hot throw. I smelled it downstairs and it's up here. So yeah, you're on the right track there. It's just you have to get more creative with branding and your candles. So yeah, there's a couple things you can tweak. I'll put down in the description all of the suggestions I have, as well as the links, so that if you are interested in doing any of these things, I'd say go for it. It wouldn't hurt. And just always be mindful of the fact that there's always something more we can do to advance our businesses, and just focus on it, what it is that you can do to make your business better. Because the last thing you want to do is give somebody something that you don't really feel confident in, because you never know where your candle could end up. Honestly, there are so many miracles that can be made in terms of our businesses, and I think that you should focus on being more large business minded than small business minded, because you can get wholesale orders if you take your time and invest in your business. You can get your candles sold in stores if you take your time and invest in your business. This concept of marriages, like healing marriages, is very lucrative. So I'd say just focus on the fundamentals, making sure that everything that you make, you feel confident about and it makes sense. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you found it helpful, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Y'all comment down below what y'all thought of Sensuous Aromas. Give her any help, any tips that you all have in mind, and definitely subscribe if you haven't already. If you're new here, hey girl, hey, or hey boy, hey. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, your week, your next hour, your holiday season. Just living your purpose and love life. Okay, bye. Welcome. This is Bossage.